significant and infinitesimal can have repercussions to the magnitude of a tornado, in the magnitude of a tornado. Basically, one small, what you think is an uneventful event can change the course of history. And in the movie The Butterfly Effect, it's a like really wicked movie, not wicked, weird. But yeah, it points that concept very well. There are these minor, small incidents that completely changed the reality of this guy. I was reminded of this. I was watching a documentary right now about Steve Jobs. I didn't completely watch it. I watched more than half of it, and in that one of the guys was talking about the meeting between Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Uh, I forgot what this guy's name was, whatever it was, but he was basically Wozniak. He was Steve Jobs' friend and Steve Wozniak's friend, and so he got them to meet. And he was just telling us he was just at his house one day, and Steve Wozniak was this guy's neighbor, and Steve Jobs was his friend. So Steve Jobs came to meet him, and then Steve Wozniak, his neighbor, was just washing the car, I guess. And then he was like, "Oh, Steve, I want you to meet Steve." It was like just a small encounter, just meeting. Oh, yes, Steve. Hey, Steve, meet Steve. This one small meeting that was what, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes long, maybe 5 minutes long, changed the course of history. One small meeting between two people, because they founded Apple, and Apple has completely revolutionized the computer industry, and it's also a huge effing corporation. One small meeting changed the course of history. I remember I met this guy day before yesterday, and he was a master's in electrical engineering with a focus on what theory was that? Efficiency theory? Something complicated shit. And he was talking about the same thing. He was talking about he's talking about something in math and okay, I honestly it went way beyond my head, so I can't even repeat what he said. But we were talking about the butterfly effect. That's what reminded me of the butterfly effect. Actually, the conversation with him, and this documentary just kind of reinforced that. He was talking about how the butterfly effect, that one small flap of the wing of a butterfly can cause a tornado. Basically, one small event can affect change in a massive, massive way. That's well and good. I want to tell you how this is actually useful to you. I think this ties